It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
We are ready to play a game called Double or Nothing. First up, Sierra from River Falls. Good morning, Sierra.
Hi, this is Sierra.
All right, I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You answer them, and we'll see if we can match you up with a barfly from somewhere in town. Here's your first question, Sierra. What's the color you would paint your car if you wanted to make sure everyone sees it on a busy road?
Red.
Name a popular garnish for a Bloody Mary.
Pickle.
Besides pop, soda, if you will, what's something you pack in a cooler for a day on the boat?
Beer.
Name a famous trophy.
A famous what?
Trophy.
The famous trophy. The Oscars?
Okay, we'll take it. And last one. What time should kids be at home for the night during summer?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. All right, Sierra from River Falls. Well done. Ryder, who are we trying to match answers with?
So last night when we were hanging out at the Legion, I did a little double duty and grabbed some people to play this game and got to talk to Joe, whose favorite band is ZZ Top. And I'm like, why aren't you at the show, man?
Really?
But here are Joe's answers. What's a color you'd paint your car if you wanted to make sure everybody saw it on a busy road?
Red.
Name a popular garnish for a Bloody Mary.
Orange.
Then I made a really weird face at him.
Yeah, I
Besides
bet.
pop, name something you pack in a cooler for a day on the boat.
Wine cooler.
Name a famous trophy.
Oscar.
At what time should children be at home for the night in summer?
11:30.
11:30. You're
7:30.
way nicer than my dad.
Wow.
He said 11:30.
Oh, 11:30. I thought he said 7:30.
Maybe he's got 22-year-old kids that still live at home.
Man,
Holy
you Sierra, well
Go to
done.
the
You
show,
got
Sierra.
2. I mean, I didn't see the Oscar coming. Both of you guys went with the Oscar. Very well done. A red
Impressive.
car and an Oscar means you got Pixies tickets.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere.
Bam. Sit tight, Sierra.
Yes.
Don't hang up.
Okay, so in a Bloody Mary, he said an orange?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Joe drinks a lot of Bloody. He had a drink with a bunch of limes in it. I don't think he does a lot of Bloody Marys.
No, it's the
Doesn't
drinks
sound
with
like it.
limes and wine coolers, apparently. Wow. Has there ever been an orange in a Bloody Mary?
I don't know. You've been to Northern Tap House. They'll put a lot of weird stuff in there.
Yeah, they will.
We
Fair
got
enough.
another pair if we want to get to Cole.
Oh, I would love that. Is Cole still available? Cole, are you with us?
Yep.
All right, Cole, you ready to play Double or Nothing?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Here's your 5 questions, sir. Besides St. Paul, what's a city in Minnesota that starts with the word Saint?
St. Cloud.
All right, number 2. What's something people think causes bad luck?
Step on a crack.
Okay, how tall can grass be? How tall can grass be before it should get mowed?
4.5 inches.
4.5, I like it. All right, finish this phrase. Hot and blank.
What was that?
Finish this phrase. Hot and blank.
Cold.
All right, name a cartoon dog.
Cartoon dog. Snoopy.
Very well done. All right, sit
Okay.
tight for a quick second, Cole. Let's see how Ryder's Barfly does.
Yeah, we got to talk to my new friend Terry, who really liked to give me a hard time. Here are Terry's answers. Besides St. Paul, name a Minnesota city that starts with the word saint.
St. Peter.
What's something that generally causes bad luck?
Black cat.
How tall should grass be before it needs to get mowed?
4 inches.
Dawn is laughing at you. Does that seem right, Dawn? She's shaking her head. Okay. Finish the phrase, hot and...
Ready to go.
Name a cartoon dog.
Oh, Snoopy.
There you go.
Snoopy. Well, Cole, you got 1, which
Do you
is...
guys, do we want to call an audible? The 4.5 was so close.
You know what? I had that thought.
And based on, Terry was with his partner, Dawn, based on the way she rolled her eyes when he said that, I bet
Okay.
that Terry lets his grass get to 4.5 inches.
All right, you know what? I like
I like
the
that.
override right there. Cole, you just won tickets, brother.
Wow, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, have a great time. Pixies in July. Go figure.
Terry with the
Sounds
legendary. Yes, congrats, Cole. Terry with the legendary answer, hot and ready to go.
Hot and ready to go, man.
Yes. That's what happens when you run into Terry at the Legion
What
in
is
Osceola.
happening? Oh, my God.
Connect with us on the KQ Talk and Text line. 651-989-ROCK. That's 651-989-ROCK. 92 KQRS.
A 5-year-old kid is in hot water.
Oh, boy.
5 years old. A miscreant.
How do you get in that much trouble that young?
It's because your parents
so
let
doable.
you get online and figure out how things work, apparently. So imagine being the parents of a 5-year-old boy. You wake up in the morning, and, well, you know what? We'll let the parents explain exactly what this little troublemaker got into while they slept.
You bought 7 cars on Amazon. 7 ride-on cars on Amazon. You spent over $3,000 on Amazon today. How did you do that? You are in so much trouble.
He opened a drawer up underneath the TV console and he found an old iPhone. Charged the phone, got on Amazon. He's 5, but he knows what Amazon is. He's seen us get on it before. He was able to check out just by clicking the Buy Now button, and of course our cards are logged onto there.
Well, that's mind-boggling.
I love the fact that he found an old phone and charged it up. Man, that's a kid with a plan right there. That's the, you know what that is? That's the evil seed. That's a 50s horror film right there.
I was thinking aliens.
That
I'm like,
that
this
works
is a
too.
tiny little alien.
That's exactly right.
I've unfortunately lived it.
Really?
Yeah. Not quite that. My child didn't go to that length.
Okay.
But Evan was 6, maybe 7. They play this little interactive game called Roblox.
Okay.
And there's buying within the app.
Okay, sure there is.
$1,100.
Nice.
Ooh.
We're not talking Amazon where you can buy stuff for $500 a pop. We're talking like $2.99 a pop up to $1,100.
Right.
I can't explain the turning in my stomach when I saw that. Thankfully, Apple was awesome and refunded every dime.
So how long of a time period are we talking about where she ran up $1,100 in little chunks and chinks like that?
Couple hours.
Couple hours?
Yep, just kept buying. Well, because she did and she didn't know what she was doing. She kind of didn't realize she was spending, but she knew she was basically just getting all these different outfits and cars and houses and stuff within the game.
Like
didn't realize she was racking up actual money.
Man, see,
Putting
that's
coins in a slot machine.
That's why you got to be careful with those gummies. You never know when they're going to kick in, and suddenly you look up, and you're like, "Where's Evan?"
Needless to say, we changed our settings, and now it requires a password.
Well, I would hope so.
And what
Lesson
might that
learned.
password be?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
I know
Fair
how much
enough.
you play Roblox, so.
Fair enough.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Let's talk about ice cream. Mint chocolate chip. That's all I ever need.
That's
That's
Really?
it. I like other types.
Like
I will.
caramel and
I love them. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You know, I will try any type of ice cream. I enjoy most flavors, but in a pinch, if you say you get one, I'm always going mint chocolate chip.
Same. One, if I had one for the rest of my life, that would be it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maple
Fletcher?
pecan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
in a certain time for sure, yeah.
that makes perfect sense. What about breast milk ice cream? Breast
Okay.
milk ice cream.
Chip and mint breast milk ice cream?
No. No, there's a company, Frida and Oddfellows, this small batch ice cream company based in New York. They've got a limited number of breast milk flavored ice cream pints going out nationwide. That's right, breast milk.
I've never tasted breast milk, not since I was a baby, and clearly
Right.
I don't remember that stuff, and it didn't
Sure.
last very long. Have either of you tasted breast milk? Would breast milk flavored ice cream be good?
I have tasted.
You got the kids, and I know
I
it's
have
been
tasted.
around.
I have tasted breast milk, and it was not intentional, but it wasn't awful. It wasn't like a horrible thing at all to have happened. There was a spill, and a big dollop went airborne and went right in my mouth, like something you couldn't recreate if you
Okay.
tried. And it was like, huh. Hey, that tastes okay.
All right.
But I didn't then follow that up with, oh, let me go ahead and start sipping on this now. That breast milk was like liquid gold for the young lad. It was not
Yes.
there for me.
No.
Put it that way.
I've avoided it. And I don't
Really?
even know if I don't know if I can even explain why, but it just sounds disgusting to me. Like, I realize that it's
Disgusting.
natural.
The milk of life.
Right. It's natural. It provides unbelievable nutrients to our babies.
Yeah.
I just don't have any interest as an adult in tasting it. I don't know why. It grosses me out.
Wasn't that like a dad thing? You need to taste the breast milk? Don't all dads do that?
I've heard that a lot, and I know dads who have like gone out of their way to say, let me see what this tastes like. And again, I was like Switzerland. I didn't care either way. I didn't think to myself, let me do that. And then when I did get a few drops in my mouth, I didn't recoil in horror. I was just like, oh, that's interesting. Sweeter than I imagined. And I was like, I probably loved that when I was a kid too. But so this ice cream that is available, they have a big tanker truck breast milk ice cream that they're delivering it in, which is pretty funny.
Sure.
Now, it's not actually made of real human breast milk.
This makes it even more interesting.
They're saying that the flavor is designed to mimic the breast milk.
Oh, we didn't hook ladies up to the big
No, we did not.
suction thingies and steal their milk? Well, that's
No,
good.
no, we did not. The company says it's a sweet, little salty, smooth, with hints of honey and sprinkles of colostrum, and features a distinct colostrum yellow tinge. Now, colostrum is
colostrum I was just about to ask.
Colostrum is it's the first milk that comes out of a mother's breast, like day of birth, maybe the next day.
Okay.
By 2 or 3 days in, it converts to what we would consider breast milk.
Okay.
It's like really nutrient rich, very thick. The initial milk, if you will, the colostrum, is not what then follows. It's like super powered for that day of birth and the next day type of vibe.
Like a protein shake.
What to expect when you're expecting. Guess who read it cover to cover? This guy.
Excellent.
That was one way of managing my stress and anxiety. I better find out all I can.
Sure.
I mean, their ploy is working. To me, it just makes no sense. Like, there's not actual breast milk in the breast milk ice cream, which we probably shouldn't waste it. We should probably... but at the same time... Like, that defeats the purpose.
But is there actual mint in my mint chocolate chip ice cream? I don't know.
Probably
I mean,
not.
It's mint flavoring.
Right, but it tastes really good.
Something tells me it's just a guy with a beaker and a lab coat in New Jersey going, here's your mint. Oh, thanks. That could be wrong. So, but we do have a sampling of it's a TikToker and a food reviewer giving it a try, and he's weighing in on the breast milk ice cream.
So what we're going to do right now is, why don't we try some breast milk? I do want to try it with gold, because why wouldn't we? All right, there we go. I mean, quite honestly, I think it tastes like pralines and cream. It tastes like pralines and cream ice cream, I have to say.
All right.
I mean, if this is what breast milk tastes like, I know why babies are so into it. There you go right there. Breast milk ice cream right here in Dumbo, just like your mom used to make. And I got to say, this might be the best breast milk ice cream I've ever had.
I haven't run into a lot of babies that are really digging on the pralines, but sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's another ice cream flavor I love, though, pralines and cream.
Yeah, I was saying, this guy's singing your song right here.
Yeah, he's really talking my language for sure. But I think it's fitting that this pop-up event that they had was in Dumbo, Brooklyn, because this whole idea sounds Dumbo to me.
Oh, come on now. Down under the Manhattan-Brooklyn overpass. It's an acronym. Sorry, I used to live in Brooklyn. I know these things.
Gotcha.
No, I'm
very, very upscale part of the world these days. Dumbo was the place in the 80s you'd never go there. It's like where, it's like you'd expect to see a Sopranos scene being shot. Now it's like hoity-toity. Now it's the kind of place where they have breast milk ice cream.
I guess
clearly.
So. Yeah.
Although their idea is not so Dumbo, because here we are in Minnesota talking about it.
Milk, heavy cream, skim milk powder, sugar, dextrose, egg yolks, invert sugar, guar gum, salted caramel flavoring, honey syrup, liposomal bovine colostrum. There's bovine colostrum involved. Yellow food color. All right.
So we're drinking the cow's breast milk, like normal.
Exactly. Like all the ice cream we normally have. It's interesting, though, the breast milk thing. So you recoiled in horror at the thought. I was kind of neutral. I wonder if anybody has, like, actively gone, like, oh, yeah, let me get on that. Mm-hmm. And then what does that mean? I see, because I don't like to cross those lines.
What does it say about you?
I don't like to cross those lines. You got your mom, you got your partner, your wife, your girlfriend. You got things can be confusing. I don't know. There's just an Oedipal thing happening right there to me. 651-989-ROCK. Hey, that baby's getting all the nutrients. I want some. I don't know. Something tells me some people needed to grow. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know what your thoughts are. We're talking about the fact that a company has issued a breast milk flavored ice cream.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking that you might want to pull the trigger, I forgot to mention it's $100 a pint. No, I'm kidding.
Geez.
No,
Okay.
I'm kidding. Just a joke there. It's not real breast milk.
Wow.
But is it really $100 a pint?
No, not at all.
We did get one text. It doesn't have anything to do with the breast milk ice cream, but it is a random suggestion. Didn't get a name, but 612 says chocolate habanero torte at San Pedro Cafe, Hudson, Wisconsin. Fantastic. Heat with ice cream. Who knew?
Sure. I've had hot pepper ice cream before. Chocolate with hot peppers. Oh, you know what it is? It was a Mexican popsicle stand that made them themselves, and it was hand dipped, and it was like chocolate with very hot peppers in there in popsicle form. Pretty fantastic, actually.
All right.
Really? Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh.
Sold on that.
Yeah, very solid.
It just got me thinking, like, how far would you guys go with odd flavored ice cream? Like, and I looked up a couple, and one that stood out to me is called Cold Sweat ice cream. True to its name, it's got 2 kinds of really hot peppers.
Yeah.
Are you in on the do you like the savory type of ice cream stuff?
Yeah, as long as it's not placenta flavored ice cream, I'm probably in.
Colostrum, green light. Placenta, red light.
That's a line too far.
Got it.
All right. Let's go to a different angle. How about lavender ice cream? Would you try that?
No. Just the thought of it makes me want to throw up. Makes me think I'm at one of those soap stores in the mall. That makes me. I get really overwhelmed with a lot of smells.
Yeah.
And if I go into one of those places that's just full of candles and hand soaps, it's way too much. Shuts my brain down.
Bath and Body Works at Burnsville Center as a teenager was one of my happy places. Ooh. Yeah.
I forget the name of the place. I've probably blocked it out of my memory but there's one that they have like the bath bombs and the soaps and all that stuff. And the girls love going. I stay out. I can't do it. It's sensory overload.
Those stores, they should all be called Grandma's Gas to me. That's what that stuff makes me think of.
92 KQRS.
The president of the local chapter of the Green Day fan club, Maggie Faris, is in studio.
I love Green Day. Hello. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Maggie, it dawned on me right before you came in, you should totally co-op the OJs for the love of money and have a theme song. Maggie, 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 Maggie.
Yeah.
Maggie. We got to get in the studio and cut that.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can.
All right, cool. I'm down.
Great. Just making sure.
I like to play. I like to do
because
whatever.
You know what? When I hear you're coming, that's what occurs to me. I get like all maggified. Like
I want to go. I
want to go extra Maggies.
I like it hard.
That's great.
That should that should 100% be her walk-up song when she's on the show. Like it should be a done deal already.
Very extreme, and I love it.
It's very extreme.
Well, if we get this thing turned around quickly, we can maybe use it when you're at Laugh Camp next week.
Please, yes, we're doing an amazing show at Laugh Camp on the 17th. But listen, I know it's a Wednesday, but we made it really early for you. We made it 7, so we'll be done by 8:30. You can get home by 9 and watch the news or whatever you do.
Really?
Yes.
No fool. Because I was thinking about going, but I didn't want to be the a-hole who had to leave early.
You come. It's 7 p.m. start, and I start on time. I don't wait for anybody.
And
doors are closed at 7.
What is the special thing about this show? What makes this unique?
This show is called For the Record, and what we do is we hire professional videographers, okay? So it's almost like you're a live studio audience, and there's 10 different comics doing 7 minutes each, because every comic needs a good tape to submit to festivals, bookers, everything else, and they all do it on their iPhone, and it's terrible audio, and it's terrible video or shaky or whatever. So we have a 3-camera shoot with, we're mic'd up to the board, and we have an audience mic, and it's a real, professional scene, and the audience go crazy. See, now every comic's supposed to bring 10 people.
Okay.
So that we'll have a very full show so they can get the tape that they need.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and we have some very good comics coming. We have some mediocre comics coming, maybe a couple comics, but it's going to be really fun.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, because you get excited.
What a great thing. It's like if you were welcoming in a young singer-songwriter into an actual studio, like, hey, man, you need a demo that sounds proper.
Yeah.
You don't want to stop recording things on your iPhone.
Yeah, on your Fisher-Price cassette
player.
Yeah.
Right on.
That doesn't work.
That's Wednesday.
Very communal.
That's this coming Wednesday, the 17th, at Laugh Camp. Look at you giving and giving and giving.
Well, I did this show a few years ago, and then and it was so great because I had, even now I have comics lined up for like 3 months to do it. But and then I don't know what happened. It fizzled away, or my videographer quit, or something like that. And then I forgot about it. And then I was like, oh, let's do it again.
Yeah,
let's bring it back.
Pious. That's the word that comes to
Is
mind.
it?
Pious.
Don't give her too much credit, though. She charges like $1,000 a head for these comics to take part in this.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. $1,000? Comics can't afford $1,000.
That kind of was the
They're
joke.
eating
That was
Wonder.
the
I get
point.
it.
Yeah, it was
we'll
like
make it
absurd
funny
number
next
that-
time. Am I being mean?
It's so
I'm
much
sorry.
funnier when you say it.
I know. I'm hilarious.
Something like that.
Well, Paul, like you've admitted on air, you still have this thing. You want to get up there one of these days.
One day.
You're gonna get up there.
I will.
Yeah,
Can
I
I,
don't
be
know when
your
or where,
coach? Can I
Hell
help?
yeah,
All right.
please.
Okay.
I would love and welcome. I've shown you my notes.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of notes.
So you're ready.
No, I'm not. And the
Yeah,
notes
but
need to
this
be
is-
gone through and crafted.
Okay, but this has been going through your head for some time,
Yeah.
and you're ready to get going
Yeah,
on it.
I would love to sit down.
Like, how long have you had those notes?
Years.
See, it's time.
Yeah. So we need to sit
Let's
down, have
buckle
lunch.
down.
I'll buy you lunch. You
Okay.
can go through my notes.
I
Help
love
me,
free lunch.
Help me work it all out. Is that what
Okay.
they say
Yeah.
in the business? Work
Yeah.
it out.
Or you
Just have
can
to work
ask
it out.
AI.
Yeah. We've talked about that a bunch this morning.
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and support and endorse this whole thing, but it has to be captured on video and audio. All the coaching
Absolutely.
sessions.
Oh, the
coaching
sessions.
Yeah.
Do you have a long bleeper button?
Yeah, and we also maintain, we control the rights to edit it however we see fit.
Yeah, it's like attorney-client privilege.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, that's
Okay.
no fun.
Well, sorry.
No kidding.
Give it to me raw and uncut.
That's what I was looking for.
Wow.
She likes
we're
the
not
raw
talking
and
about
uncut.
Saturday
All
night.
right.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yep.
Speaking of raw and uncut, I got
Yes.
food poisoning yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, actually, it was Wednesday night.
was it something you made yourself, or did you
No.
go to an establishment?
No, ordered in something, and my wife and I ate off the same 2 plates, and she was fine. I went to bed, sound asleep, woke up like, oh boy, we're in
Gotta
trouble.
run.
Couldn't make it in yesterday. I mean, it was that bad. It was
Really?
an all-nighter. It was an all-nighter of two lines, no waiting, is what I would describe that
Wow.
as. And boy, was it brutal. So I don't know
sorry.
what I ate, but then it led to the conversation. There was a Texas Roadhouse restaurant where someone found staples in the bread. As in, like, staples, as
no.
in metal staples.
No.
Ever ordered
happens.
something? Have you ever had that happen where you were sitting down to eat dinner or lunch or breakfast at an establishment and there's something in the food that
Hair
should not be
pancake.
there?
Hair pancake.
Hair
But
cake.
Hair pancake?
hair pancake. There was a big hair.
Oh, I've
but-
been there. It's that
but-
German place. Hair pancake.
You want the pancake? Here's your hair pancake.
That's it.
Okay, but the thing is you don't notice it right away because it's baked in, and
Yeah.
so then you start eating, and all of a sudden one bite doesn't pull off as easy.
I see.
You look down, hair pancake.
I love
Frau
as
pancake.
Maggie's talking about as you start to eat, you did the fork and knife pantomime, and it kind of looked also like you were riding a horse.
A
and holding
pony.
the reins.
Oh, I'm a horse girl
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
like that.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
love horses?
Miniature horse, though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Me on a mini
Yeah,
horse.
that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Now that I would shoot
Hair
video of.
pancake and Frau Bluka.
Let's ride our mini horses down to Keys and get some hair pancakes.
Man.
They don't
wow.
serve hair pancakes at Keys.
Oh, good.
They're only
That was a
nothing
one-off.
but flawless.
Yeah, they have the best.
Nothing
I
but
also,
flawless.
by the way, my hair pancake did not come from Keys. I just say Keys because I like Keys.
Yeah.
As do I. I go back to the early 90s with Keys. It was a staple for me in my traveling days coming through town, always
It's your
hitting that
comfort
place.
food.
Wow,
That's your
fantastic.
mom and pop.
Kate.
You know.
Well,
what?
but here's the reaction. Or what is the reaction? Here's the question. You see the hair pancake. You recognize, I didn't order hair in this. What
No,
do
I
you do?
didn't.
Do you just work around it or do you send it back?
You know what? It makes me giggle. I laugh, and so I say, "Come here. You want? Is this supposed to be? Is
Yeah.
this the added ingredient that
Yeah.
I didn't see?"
Uh-huh.
And then they'll bring you a new one.
Yeah,
they just
sure.
bring you a new one.
But you don't
And
kick
you
up
hope
a fuss.
there's. Oh no, I don't care.
Right.
We have immune systems.
These things happen.
you know.
I was gonna say, I don't even know if you say anything if it doesn't bother you, because you might get something more than hair.
Yeah, but I really. That's true. You never know what they're doing back there.
You got a spiteful cook back there.
Yeah, that is true. I've heard stories about that.
I've got a buddy who worked a long time in the food industry. He's like, you don't even want to know.
Yeah, I worked in the restaurant.
You get the wrong person on the wrong day.
And those cooks are wild.
They can be.
Yeah,
A lot of them will go, oops, sorry, here's a new pancake. But some of them, no,
they're in a
try to
hurry.
make
They're
your day,
mad.
They're going to try to make your day miserable.
No. They got Bing, order up. Bing, order up.
What
Bing, order up.
I've learned from the last 30 years of celebrity chefs is they're all the dudes in high school who tried to sing in a band and were told you suck. And then they were like, oh, I guess I'll be a chef now. Because they all think they're God's gift to humanity.
That's such an image that's true, I feel
It's
like.
true.
Yeah.
Just picture Mick Jagger if he couldn't make it as a musician.
Yeah, he'd be cooking.
in a kitchen
He'd be
somewhere.
Gordon Ramsay. He'd be Gordon Ramsay.
That's exactly right.
He totally would.
You call that bacon? Yeah, come on, you can see it.
Is he that mean, though? He doesn't seem that mean to me.
No, he'd be nice.
Yeah.
Who Mick or Gordon Ramsay?
Mick. Gordon's a jerk, but Mick
what's
seems
Mick got to be? What's he got to be mean about?
nothing. He's got all the
He's
goods
he's
all
82
day long.
and he's got a kid who's under 10. He's
That's
winning
so
at life.
weird to me, but that's
He's
lovely.
winning.
You know, it might be a different Mick, though, if he had a different journey, because
if he was a chef,
Let's rewind back. There's no Rolling Stones. He's just making hamburgers, and they're not very good.
He's sad he couldn't make it in the music business. He's taking it out on his food.
I often think about Mick Jagger or Keith or Paul McCartney, any of these guys, and you think to yourself, like, he's been Mick Jagger for over 60 years. I mean, he's been Mick Jagger for over 80 years, but he's been all caps Mick Jagger for that long. And think about how many times over the years there was a sense that, oh, they're over, they're done. And the whole time he's like, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
no, not going away.
No, I got something up my sleeve.
I got something
a
up my
little back
sleeve.
pocket stuff.
I
Here
know
we go.
so much more than you think I know.
There's no way you're putting me back in the kitchen. We're going to trudge on as the Rolling Stones.
I'd be willing to bet he's got a couple of recipes. I bet
He's
even
gotta
Mick Jagger,
cook.
there's a few things he can whip up where
A
you'd
guy
be like, you got
that
to be kidding me.
cool just can't just not cook.
Yeah.
There's a show. You get Gordon Ramsay, and I'm not talking like mediocre musicians. I'm talking legends.
big time.
Okay, you get Mick, you get Paul McCartnney, etc. Bob Dylan, whoever.
You make your
and
meal.
that's a show.
I would
give
watch
us,
that.
Give us your quintessential recipe.
I'd watch that.
Oh my God, make it live. Oh, right in front
I'd
of
watch
you.
it.
Best thing you make, Maggie.
Oh, I'm a very good baker, and I honestly I strived for the best chocolate chip cookies at one time, and I made my own vanilla. I used like farm chicken eggs, and I make my own vanilla. For real.
I didn't know that was something that could be done.
Yeah, vanilla extract. You buy vanilla beans, you put them in vodka. I have 5-year-old vanilla extract right now. It smells so good. But then, so I submitted to the fair, and this, what I did not know, chocolate chip cookies are the most submitted category, and after the first 50 cookies they quit judging.
Oh.
And they received 275 when I went in.
I will say though, I knew you were a good baker.
How did you know that?
Because you got nice buns.
Wow.
Rim shot? No?
Man.
That's worthy.
I hope that's not what your act is going to consist of.
That's my wife's regular thing. She asks me, "Hey, are you a baker?" Why? Because you got nice buns. That's her go-to.
You guys are a match made in heaven.
So we play speed tracks around here sometimes where we have songs sped up to crazy heights. We need a quarter time rim shot for jokes like that.
Oh yes. That would be smart.
Great, actually, that'd be
You
hilarious.
killed him on that one.
That would be great.
That'd be pretty
fell
good.
over on that
great.
one.
I was in chill.
Ryder's going to
chill
make
mode.
it happen, I feel like.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can do that in about 10 minutes.
Maggie Faris,
Before the end of the show.
let's talk about the fact that the Farmer's Almanac, I believe, is calling for a mild winter. The Old Farmer's Almanac is calling for a heavy-duty winter.
Okay.
And NOAA, like the actual NASA space people, are also calling for a lot of precipitation because of a La Nina or something like that.
Yep.
All
La
this to
Nina.
say, if anyone is just joining us and hearing Maggie for the first time, you're a snowplow maven, I'll call you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yes,
you
I
rock
drive.
the snowplows over in St. Paul.
I do. I drive right down 94. I drive down 35E. I drive down 61.
So with winter approaching, what are your hopes? Are you hoping for a mild winter, or do you prefer just dumping after dumping after dumping of snow?
You know what? I like plowing. It's enjoyable, and so bring it.
Do you get paid by the mile?
We get paid by the flake.
By the
No, we don't get paid by the month. We're hourly no matter what, and if it's snowing, we work 12 hours. Day shift and night shift, so we're on 24/7.
Do you have the feeling when you're doing it like I get stuck on my Instagram or Facebook reels of the gardening guys where they just clean up a yard and it's overgrown and then you watch them in time elapse.
Yeah.
Like when I actually really enjoy cutting grass because I love the straight lines and making it look great.
Yes.
Little something they call OCD happening.
Love that.
So is that do you feel that way when you're plowing a street? Is it
yes.
just like
if it's just like dumping all day long, you don't get that kind of sense of accomplishment. But like if a storm comes in, it dumps for a few hours, and then you get it all cleaned off, it feels amazing. It's just like that.
That's got to be awesome.
Yeah, because I mow the ditches too in a big John Deere tractor, and I love finishing it. I love it. I love mowing.
Man, that's just like kind of like the two coolest things a girl could do in between comedy sets.
Yes.
Drive a John Deere.
Yeah.
and a snowplow.
I'm dead serious. Yeah. That really scratches. That scratches.
Well, if
itch.
any of you guys want to come for a ride along,
I absolutely do. I was going to wait till we got off the mics before I asked. But yeah,
snowplow ride along.
Yeah, you can ride along.
Dude, it's a no-brainer.
Do you know Ben Lieber from Twin Cities Live?
Yeah.
He did one, and I gave him a piggyback ride afterwards. Yeah, free piggyback rides.
My God, what do we have to bring?
Snacks.
Well, that's a dumb question.
Done.
Of course,
just bring snacks.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just sit, chit chat, snack, and then you're way up high and you're plowing lots of snow, and it's fun.
Is there any way you would let me hit a parked car?
You can get out and punch a parked car if you'd like to.
But I can't plow a parked car.
No.
Damn. Laugh Camp Comedy Club, Wednesday the 17th. That's this coming up Wednesday. For the record, Maggie Faris and 10 comics all being filmed and putting it down. It's going to be a good night. A nice early night at
Early
Laugh Camp.
night. Come on down. 7 o'clock. We'll be done by 8:30, 8:45. Get the hell out of there. Go home and go to bed.
Hell yeah. It's just that simple.
Yep.
Maggie, it is always our pleasure.
I love it. Thank you for having me so much.
Chauncey lights up every time you walk in the room.
I love that dog. Clearly, I'm a dog person. Yeah. I love that.
Well, he's a Maggie person. Isn't that nice?
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
WTF, Wisconsin, Texas, Florida. We're going to play you some news drops. 3 stories that happened either in Wisconsin or Texas or Florida.
Copy.
It could be 1 from each. It could be 2 from one. It could be all 3 from the same state. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to listen to these clips. This is, and then we will ask you to call in. The first caller who calls in and correctly identifies all 3 will pick up the tickets. But right now, this is what we call Steve's edition this week. I got the. I'm on the hook for these. So let's get you started. Here's a situation involving a standard normal thing that went a little awry. It's just a simple, someone wanted to have a turkey. They were thinking, how do we create a perfect turkey meal? And it did not go quite as planned.
All right, James, thank you. A turkey brined in tequila is believed to have started an oven fire last night. Fire responded around 6:15 last night to Old Middleton Road for a report of a turkey on fire. The 911 caller told officials they were cooking when the oven door blew open. Crews responded to the oven fire and oven again, and blue flames came out, so they took it out of the apartment. Firefighters believe the vapors from the alcohol were not being ventilated from the oven, so when exposed to oxygen, they ignited. The kitchen and the oven were not damaged.
Turkey and tequila.
Turkey brined in tequila.
Wait a minute.
Oh, man.
The kitchen and the oven were not damaged?
Listen. I mean, maybe they coated the walls in tequila. It was a fire retardant somehow.
Then again, that dude felt like he was lost the entire broadcast.
Man, we got to hit up our friend Elizabeth Reese, I think is really into the brining of the birds and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
right.
Get her thoughts on this one. Turkey and tequila. Okay.
Man, I like that one. All right. So there's story number 1. Here's another one. Gentleman behind the wheel of a car. He's trying to impress people. You know, the old-fashioned burnout. Show them what's under the hood.
Hell yeah.
Well, he was showing off. At least that's what police and say about him when he got the wrong kind of attention, and it ended up landing him behind bars. Tonight he faces a number of charges after burning out of an intersection.
And as Fox 13's Kimberly Cuisinart reports, the police chief calls the driver's stunt stupid.
The driver behind the wheel of this truck, waiting to turn onto Avenue early Sunday morning caught the attention of police for all the wrong reasons.
I always talk about decisions. This guy made a decision to, one, drive drunk. He then drove at officers. He then recklessly drove down where there's a lot of pedestrians leaving bars.
Officers with the police department's crime reduction team were just down the street and heard the truck's engine revving up. They caught up to it just as it was burning out. The marks still remain. 100+
feet of burnout.
Oh,
that's going to be thousands of
burnout.
dollars in damage to the crosswalk, the man hours to come out to clean it up. It's just stupid decisions.
And the reason for it, 28-year-old Juan Leon told officers it was to, quote, impress girls.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. Do something smarter. Do something better.
Instead, Chief Josh Kramer says Leon now faces multiple charges for not only DUI and reckless driving, but 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, aka his truck, for nearly hitting those trying to enjoy a night out.
If you do something like that to try to get attention, the only attention you're going to get is of law enforcement.
And you can bet they won't be impressed. In Kimberly Quizon, Fox 13 News.
Well, now hold on. Some of the arresting officers
county jail and has pleaded not guilty. He will be back in court late this month for his arraignment.
Some of the arresting officers could have been women, and they could have been impressed. You don't know.
I'm just saying, I can't speak for all women, but a 100-foot burnout is very impressive to me.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like, especially if he's driving intoxicated, to hang on to a burnout for 100 feet. That's
pretty good.
Not too shabby.
Pretty good. Okay, and then
my last one.
Finally, here's your last one.
Okay.
Traveler returning home, international flight, coming home, glad to be home. But then, of course, your bags do get screened when you come through customs.
Yes.
And one thing leads to another.
Screeners see a lot of things at International, but this has got to be a new one. What appears to be human remains were uncovered in a passenger's suitcase. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer is at International for us tonight. Aaron, is this really what it looks like?
Allie, those are the human remains that Customs and Border Protection says they found in someone's luggage as they were getting screened coming in from somewhere else in the world. You can imagine what must have been going through their minds. May have been pretty similar to what we saw when we showed those photos to travelers.
These are the kinds of images that would make a lot of people react just like this.
What the hell? What the hell?
The photos came from a social media post from Customs and Border Protection's Director of Operations, Carlos Martel. He wrote on X, quote, "From cigars to bones, what started as a passenger declaring just 10 cigars at International Airport turned bizarre." Martel continued, CBP specialists uncovered what looked like human remains, including part of a skull wrapped in foil in a duffel bag.
That's not normal. And why is that in your luggage? And what did you do? And who did you do it to?
A lot of questions from travelers just hearing about the news Friday.
Where are you coming from? Like, and you decided to carry human remains with you. Like, why?
That's disgusting. I can't even lie. I can never imagine opening the bag and seeing that in there.
Authorities say they also found some prohibited plants and undeclared cigars. According to the post, the traveler claimed the items were for rituals, but due to serious health risks, they were seized and destroyed. Although since then, a Homeland Security spokesperson wouldn't confirm the status of the remains. Investigators also aren't saying where the passenger came from, where they were going, and if they were detained. Some travelers hope authorities can get some answers.
They have different cultures and things like that sort, but not with human remains. Like, it's still wrong.
And the answers to many of these unanswered questions are going to have to come from the Department of Homeland Security. We just don't know when that might happen. At this point, Allie, all they're saying is that this is an ongoing investigation.
Wow. Okay. Sort of at a loss for words with this one. All right, Aaron, thank you.
I'm just hung up on these undeclared cigars.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, my God.
Best part of the whole story is, what did you do and who did you do it to?
Yeah, that's pretty great. That was just a bystander. What do you think of these?
Oh, my gosh.
Where are you coming from? Who is that? What'd you do? Who'd you do it to? That's like my buddies, the Schouses, the Schouse boys. We used to always party at the Schouse house, aptly named. Their mom, Nita, was the woman with 1,000 questions. Where are you going? Who's going to be there? Who's driving? Now, who's not somebody?
What'd you do? Who'd you do it to?
Whose phone number? Who'd you do it to? What'd you do? What'd you do? We always, every time we'd ever seen it, it was always like, you're going to get grilled with all the questions.
I will say, I also like the news guy who said coming from somewhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't be bothered to figure out where he was coming from.
There's your 3 stories: Wisconsin, Texas, or Florida. Where did they go down? Nikki in Maple Grove apparently has cracked the code.
She unbuttoned the pants.
So very well done, Nikki. Let's recap our stories, shall we? The first one we had, there was a turkey brining in tequila that burst into flames. Ryder, do you have a guess as to where this went down?
Okay, I'm guessing Texas on this one, and it's all process of elimination, because if it was Wisconsin, it would have been a deep fryer, and they would have used Leinenkugels, not tequila in the oven. And
Right.
Florida, I just don't think cares about their fowl that much.
Okay, I like that. I like that process of. I like that. I like that deductive reasoning. Fletcher?
You know what? I was kind of on the same track as Ryder there, except for I just made it simply, it's turkey, it's meat, and it's being brined in alcohol, and so that must be Wisconsin.
All right, Nikki, what's the answer?
Wisconsin.
Damn
There's one
straight.
for Fletcher.
Yeah,
Bang.
All right.
Nailed it.
All right.
All right, now we've got a gentleman who, while driving drunk, decided to add to his woes by ripping out a tremendous burnout, trying to impress the ladies, as one does. 100 feet of burnout, in fact, which is impressive, sober or otherwise. Ryder, what do you think?
Okay, I'm going to go with Wisconsin on this one. I've met men from Wisconsin, and they do have limited ideas on impressing women.
Nice. Fletcher?
All right. If it was in Florida, this would have been a sports car.
Okay.
In Wisconsin, they don't know how to do burnouts. And so a pickup truck doing a burnout must be in Texas.
All right, Nikki, what do we got?
Florida.
Ooh.
Florida. Come on. Man, he was so close to going 3 for 3.
Felt right. The reasoning felt right.
I know. It's tough. We can't all be Nikki. You know what I mean?
I know. No. You're right.
All right, final story. Passenger coming back home from some other place. The baggage customs officials find human remains in the luggage. Ryder, what do you got?
Okay, so we've got a world traveler here. So they probably have never been to this country before. Everything they know about America, they learned from the internet, and they're thinking they can get away with it in Florida.
Okay. Fletcher?
You know what? I'm just going to go with similar reasoning. I also say Florida.
All right, Nikki, what do we got?
Florida.
Bang! There it is.
All right. Checked out for sure. Yeah.
All right.
Dang it. So close.
Came back around. Well done.
Nice.
Nikki, congratulations.
It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder, 92 KQRS.
King of the Hill. Boy, it had a hot minute there. What a great show that was.
It was epic. Yeah.
Just
Spin
the
out from
site
Beavis and Butthead, right?
was Mike Judge.
Yeah.
Those
Office Space and a whole bunch of cool things.
those dudes just sitting around guzzling Alamo beer. I mean, come on, man. That's every dad you ever wished you knew. Alamo beer, that's the brand that the characters on King of the Hill were always drinking as they would stand there and discuss things like whether Laos was in China or Japan.
Yeah.
Now, Alamo beer has taken the leap from an animated screen near you to an actual beer.
Oh.
They are brewing Alamo beer, and it is available in Texas starting later this week. A San Antonio-based brewery, Alamo Beer. It's going to be available in Texas initially at H-E-B, Heb. That's a grocery chain down there.
Oh, yeah.
But there is now a website. You can go and you can order your own Alamo Beer so you can sit around like all the dudes from King of the Hill.
Yes, this is great. It's the ultimate alley beer, but I was really hoping for like Google Translate except for Boomhauer.
So the old oldies, old town. You know what I think, man? Like them dang on, I think, therefore you are.
Great.
Because I think we could all use people talking in Boomhauer a little bit more.
Now it's making me. I'm jonesing for some King of the Hill now. I realize I haven't watched that show in a long time. But here's what it made me think: what other fictional products, food, drink, otherwise, would you actually like to see available? What do you want to see on the market? 651-989-ROCK. I mean, I'll just give you one right now.
Okay.
I've always wanted to have a pizza in a cup. That's from the movie The Jerk. You ever see that?
Oh,
this pizza in a cup. They ran the old pizza in a cup right out of business. Come on, man. Pizza in a cup.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. Think about it. What do you want to see? What from a TV show or a movie? What's a fictional product that you would rush out to buy? 651-989-ROCK. Plenty of people staying with the animated beer, Duff beer from The Simpsons, of course.
I think they've made that
They
real.
have.
I think think you can get Duff
Yeah,
beer.
it has existed for sure. Ryder, is fictional product you're going to the store for.
A quick shout out to Chris called in, and there's a brand of tequila in the Breaking Bad Better Call Saul universe called Zafiro Anejo, and he went to a bar with a bunch of friends and tried to order it.
Oh, really?
Only to find out it was not real. But I personally am going with the Acme Dynamite because it causes so much destruction. And then, like, magically, either in the next scene or maybe the next day, everything is just back to normal.
That's right.
Oh, all right.
It's guaranteed to blow up and then but not permanently. Any coyote that comes across it. Fletcher, what do you got?
Can I do 2?
Sure.
The Cornballer from Arrested Development.
Oh my God! Yes.
Sure.
Son of a.
Sure, you might get grease burns. Not very safe, but I think cornballs are worth it.
The cornballer, man. This is the second Arrested Development conversation I've had in 2 days. Man, can't get enough.
The other one, I don't wear a lot of fragrances.
Okay.
But a cologne I would definitely wear is Sex Panther from Anchorman because 60% of the time it works every time, and I'll take those odds.
That's right. I like that. Yeah. That goes with my personal I've said for years my lottery odds are 50-50. I'm either going to win or I'm not. Don't tell me 1 in 300 million. It's a coin toss.
Yes.
I'm not going for beer. I'm going for Los Pollos Hermanos. I want some of Gus Fring's meth-laden chicken, boy. I always thought that'd probably be a great. Well, actually, not the meth-laden part, but that chicken on Breaking Bad. Every time that he'd be there, I'd be looking over the shoulders of the characters, like that chicken looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way he kept that back room so clean. Of course, it had to be amazing.
Yeah, you know that. Also, what comes to mind from the old QT universe, the Big Kahuna Burger's probably not bad.
Oh, yeah.
A little Quentin Tarantino action.
And on the burger front, from various Kevin Smith movies, Mooby's Burger restaurant chain. In fact, they did a pop-up a few years back by the Depot.
Yeah, it was at the Depot. I went
at
there.
the Depot.
Yeah.
So did I.
Yeah, tasty stuff.
It was good.
I was going to say I'd like some coffee
pandemic.
from that place. They hung out on Friends, but I've never seen the show and I never will. So in your face.
I'm with you on that. Never seen it, never will.
I just got a quick tip for Mr. Ryder who texted in corn nog from The Simpsons.
Yum.
If you bring that into my house, I am going to throw up immediately.
Corn
so be
nog,
to
that's
clean
great. Oh, that's right. What is this one? Yeah, don't whiz on the electric fence he also sent in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that game we can play.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
A lot of people texting in Krabby Patties from the Krusty Krab.
Oh, really?
SpongeBob, sure. Oh, many, many texts for that. But our buddy Hummus Bob with my favorite of the day, the golf bag from Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield's golf bag. It has the tap with beer and the stereo. When Rodney says so let's dance and turns on Journey's Any Way You Want It, me in a movie theater in 1980, I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Appreciate that one, Bob.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
When I was a kid, I absolutely, this used to really creep me out. And that's hopping into a chair that someone else jumped out of, and so it's still warm.
Oh my God, yeah.
It really bothered me as a kid.
Even creepier when it's a toilet seat in public.
Just gonna say that.
And that happens a lot more to women than it does to men.
Sure it does.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and I hadn't thought about this as being creepy until just now, and it absolutely is. Oh my God, I just got the heebie-jeebies all the way down my neck.
Yeah, that's the thing. Fine. It's like I actually prefer a really cold toilet seat. You know, it's like that's cold, but at least someone else wasn't just sitting here.
Yeah, there were no cheeks
putting all their cooties all over it. Man, that's pretty good. I didn't even think about the toilet thing.
Yeah.
I tell you something I've not experienced, but I've certainly stood there and watched my wife 2 times. There are a few things that I have experienced in life that are more completely normal and joyous and beautiful, and then until you're there, absolutely terrifying. Pregnancy. Do you know how much can go wrong? Like, when you read the books on what's happening inside, like in my case, my wife's body, and then realizing, we take it for granted. Everyone gets pregnant. Everyone has babies. No, man. That is scary stuff. That is, yes, it's natural, and so are tornadoes. It's scary going through that.
It can be freaking deadly. There's a parasite growing inside you.
That's exactly what Rosemary would say. That she was like, there's a alien being in my body. And I mean, it's just like, I never thought of that. I thought you're supposed to be like, isn't this great? It's just going to feel okay and a little sickness in the morning, but it's just a joyous, blessed event. And it's like, not really. There's a lot going on in there. It's really scary.
I mean, we were never terrified until our oldest came out and, didn't take a breath for 4 minutes. But the process,
that's a level of terror that I've never experienced.
Yeah, but the process, I think my wife Spencer would agree. It was more just like awe-inspiring. Like, I can't believe that this is actually happening than it was terrifying.
Every
but
time she would go in for tests and stuff, you're just like this. You go in to get a certain test, and it will determine if that or this, and you're like, and we just kept getting good results. But every time you're like, because there's nothing that matters more to you all of a sudden, and then at any moment it could go horribly awry.
We use the phrase all the time going through things in life. We say, oh, it's not life or death. This actually is. So my point, I agree with you. I see what you're saying. From that perspective, for sure.
How about this? And maybe this is just something from movies, but this will creep me out if I'm anywhere and I just hear like a grandfather clock or any other kind of clock that's just ticking.
Oh.
You ever have that? Just notice it, and once I notice it, I can't turn my brain off of it. It's like the Claves and Rolling Stone Street Fighting Man. Once you're aware of where that off-time little ding happens in the song, it's all I ever hear. Right. Maybe that's just my brain.
Yeah, I'm not going to listen to that song for at least 3 months until I forget you just said that.
It's going to ruin it for you for life.
Both my grandmas had grandfather clocks, so it's sort of like, for me, I just think of the childhood. It doesn't. But what about clowns?
Yeah,
clowns are. Sure. I had a girlfriend who was deathly afraid. We came up to him a couple of different times, just walking into a store. There'd be, I don't know what the situation was, but there's a clown there, and I kid you not, it's bury her face, turn and run the other direction, and I'm left standing there going, she'll be fine.
Great. She'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, but clowns, they can be creepy, man. Like, not always, but most of the time.
Oh, sure. No, that's a very common thing. I mean, it just plays on all that. There's a the way that people like me, I've had a snake thing my whole life, but a lot of people see clowns and they're just like, not digging that at all. What's a normal thing that's actually really creepy? 651-989-ROCK. Let us know. Ryder already sent the shiver up my spine when she said the warm toilet seat. Just totally, I didn't see it coming.
Right? Yeah.
651-989-ROCK. That's your Luther Westside Volkswagen talking text line. Paul.
Ben, the tech guy, says, "Okay, there's nothing normal about clowns," which I mentioned. And you know what? He's right. So I digress. What do you do to prank your friend who has an unhealthy fear of clowns? Secretly fill your garage full of red balloons while watching it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, here's the problem. You're never going to get your friend who's afraid of clowns to watch that movie.
That's very true. No shortage of red balloons in the sewers around America. That Halloween, when that movie came out in 2017.
Oh, yeah.
Man, they're just everywhere.
Killer marketing.
Yeah, really good.
A 763 number sent in a really good one. A wet door handle from the person in front of you.
Yeah, that just really creeped me out. What is that? Why is that so creepy?
Why is it?
Is it always the public bathroom door handle?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, hopefully it means they wash their hands.
It means they wash their hand.
Maybe.
But then I always think a wet hand is more susceptible to get all the germs from the air. It's like, dry that bad boy off, man.
Yeah. That's when you hope they have one of those foot latches. So you just pull it open with your foot.
Yeah, I'm not a germaphobe, thankfully, but as I get older, I am more aware of things like that. I'll just sometimes be like, ooh, I'm still freaked out. Sometimes when if you're in a bar, you go into the bathroom, got to take a leak, you walk in there, and I'll walk in there with a beer. I don't think about that. But I was at just this past, I was over at Grumpy's on Saturday.
Yeah.
And a guy walked in to the bathroom with food. Like,
I mean, Grumpy's is its whole own situation.
Yes, I know.
To be fair, you know.
Granted, but I'm like, don't go into the bath. I don't know, something about bringing that sandwich into the bathroom.
They just
with
couldn't
all
take
the
a break.
Smells. It's like, just set it down. I don't know. That was a bit much for me.
It was so good, they just couldn't put it down for a bathroom break.
I guess not. And then he offered me a bite, and of course I didn't want to be rude, so I took a bite, and now I've been sick.
Hey, so
Yes.
here's one. Does your cat ever just stare at a corner in the room?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's one for me. Like when cats give you that stare, whether it's you or a spot in the room where you're thinking, what are they looking at? But they could also just be staring at you for no reason. And it's
the cats stare off in space. They're absolutely communicating with ghosts and stuff. No
And
question
aliens.
about it.
Aliens too, or
aliens. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Sure, that makes sense. 651-989-ROCK. Back to that bathroom thing.
The grumpiest bathroom or just anyone?
No, just general.
Okay.
Just general bathroom stuff. I'm just spacing because now I've got like 3 things going through my mind at once that are just kind of wind me up a little bit.
It's creepiness overload.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's the creepiness overload.
Yeah.
Anything else on the text line before we move on? I'm just trying to find if there's the wet door handles just got me. I'm all agog.
You're
now.
reeling right now.
I am.
Yeah. Terry sent in a good morning. My house pops and creaks. It used to scare me, but now I'm thinking expensive, even scarier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, we'll see a crack in the wall, and I'll be like, hey, maybe we need to get an energy audit. And Mr. Ryder's like, no, because there's no way we can afford to do any more insulation, and I just don't want to know about it.
Man,
getting goosebumps.
I learned a painful lesson about like, it's old and really full of charm, and what that means is poorly insulated at the end of the day. And man, that's not a mistake I'll ever make again in this life.
92 KQRS.
Bert Kreischer is now, of all things, on the phone with us. Bert, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
The Burt Reynolds of comedy, I like to call him.
Hey, I take that as a huge compliment.
Yeah, you do.
He was the man. He was the man growing up in Florida. I remember when he bought uniforms for the Florida State Seminoles, and they were bright yellow, and he made them wear them.
Sure he did. Who's going to argue with Burt Reynolds back in the day? That guy had some juice, man.
My goal was, the other day I got drunk and I got on the Burt Reynolds auction site of like things that all the good stuff's gone. I wanted a belt buckle.
Uh-huh. Man, that's tough. How many auction sites have you been on drunk in your life, would you say?
A lot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, don't act like it's just Burt Reynolds. Come on, man. That's not the kind of rabbit hole you only go into once.
That's the end for all of us, really. It's just an auction site. One day, people's like, I'll take one of his ties.
Sure. Yeah, right. And then, and you tell people, but you know what? It would never, listen, if we bumped into each other and you were wearing a tie, well, I'd say, what are you wearing a tie for? But then if you said, well, this belonged to Burt Reynolds, I'd take a moment. I'd stare at it really hard and think, holy crap.
I have a bunch of Jerry Garcia ties. I bought those. Oh, but he had his own tie. He had his own line of ties.
That's right.
But I got a couple Jerry Garcia ties. I have some stuff from Jimmy Buffett.
No kidding. Wow. I saw the Grateful Dead a couple months before Jerry died in Florida at Tampa Stadium. Did you see the Dead with Jerry back in the day?
I don't know. Now, I'd like to tell you yes, because that's how my memory reflects it.
Right.
And I don't want to steal that memory from myself, so I'm not going to question it. So the answer is, yeah, I saw them in Tallahassee. Has the Dead ever played in Tallahassee? I Googled it one night drunk. No, they haven't.
No.
I'm pretty sure it was Fish.
Okay. Well, listen, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. If you saw the Dead in Tallahassee, I'm going to assume it was an awesome night.
Well, I was talking to my buddy Tom, and we were saying, he's like, did you ever see Jordan play? I said, yes. I saw Jordan play, and I saw Nirvana. The Smashing Pumpkins opened up for Nirvana in Tallahassee. And he goes, really? I go, yes. He's like, is that real? I go, I don't know, but that's the memory I have. And he's like, well, don't you want to find out if that's real? I said, no, because I have that memory. Like, I have the memory. So why question it? Because in essence, what is it really? It's just the memory. And if you have it, why lose it based on truth, right?
Sure. Speaking of Florida State, let me put a button on this. We were talking last week, and I started to tell the story of how Deion Sanders, Seminole great, played in a World Series game and an NFL game on the same day. And I remember it so clearly. And then it turned out not true at all. It was an NLCS game, and he actually didn't play. He was on hand, but he didn't get into the lineup. And in my mind, he played against the Steelers in Pittsburgh and then played a World Series game in Atlanta that night, and none of it was right. He played against the Dolphins in Miami and then flew to Pittsburgh and didn't play against the Pirates. But, that's the problem with Google. You find out that you were wrong about some of your favorite things.
Oh, I like life the way better than the way you explained it. You know, I don't need to be mired in truth like my wife. I can live in fantasy and enjoy my life.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, but mired in truth and the fantasy and this and that and the other. Props to you, sir, for over the last couple of years losing a tremendous amount of weight. I know that is anything but easy.
Yeah, well, Steve, I'm gaining it back. So let's go to the next subject.
Okay. Who better though? But you know what? You're I'm sure both are represented in the show. I'm sure you have plenty to talk about the on your way down and on your way back up. At least you're enjoying it.
Well, here's the thing: is like once again, let's get back to the truth. The truth is you're supposed to eat clean and work out, but ultimately, isn't dieting and losing weight just a form of an eating disorder? It's like okay, so you're not throwing up, but if you did throw up, it would help. Yeah. So
yeah.
And then the other side is full-blown addiction. It's like, I'm going to eat whatever I want. Not all of us have that perfect body where you can eat everything, and so it's like holding that line is so difficult for me. I just want to be strong enough to get out of a chair when I'm 77.
Yeah. Good plan. No, I think about things like that all the time. It's all about, my lofty goals have totally given way to just mobility as a goal. It's a pretty simple one.
Being agile in a shower is cool. I like that.
Yeah. Shower agility. Absolutely added to the list. Bert Kreischer's with us on Gorman in the Morning at the Grand Casino Arena this Saturday night. Limited tickets at BertBertBert.com. Did you think about going 4 Berts or 5? Was it always just going to be 3? BertBertBert.com?
Well, Bert was a website dedicated to a dog.
Okay.
And I know.
Yeah.
I have drunkenly bought so many website names. I own Diet Bert. I own B-U-R-T, 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 B-E-R-T, 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 The White Gorilla, which is a nickname I gave to myself drunk one night.
I like that.
Yeah, I have every website you can ever imagine. I thought when everyone was talking about red states and greens and red states and blue states, I was like, what if we go eco-friendly? I own the website Green State.
Sure you do.
Oh,
now, how often are we, okay, we've already talked about auction sites. How often are we getting drunk and buying up website URLs?
I haven't done it in a while.
Okay.
I haven't done it in a while. Website URLs was like an old school one.
Yeah.
Once you get into a deep dive on the internet and you find something that tickles you, then that becomes your hobby. I mean, that's like right now I'm trying to find porn that shocks me.
Oh, boy.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to that.
Legal porn that shocks me.
Okay, got it.
Just like, I don't need something gross. I want something so real, I'm like, holy cow, I can see the shadow of the filmmaker.
Bert Kreischer's with us, Gorman in the Morning. Bert, what's the last good gig you saw by a rock band?
Oh, it's so funny. I'm in Red Rocks right now. Ooh. We're going to see the Red Clay Strays tonight, and then Sturgill Simpson tomorrow. But my last big one was I go to Red Rocks a lot because I've worked here, so you get good access. It's a beautiful venue.
Yep.
So, but I saw Widespread Panic play
nice.
Recently.
Yeah. Excellent. Red Clay Strays, I saw them here last year. That kid's the real deal, that singer. Awesome. I mean, great band, great songs, but, man, that dude's got the, what do you call it, the aura, the charisma. He's got the vibe.
He's the sweetest kid in the world. His name's Brandon Coleman, and he texted me the other day, and he's like, hey, man, I need some help. I said, what's up? He's like, I'm standing outside a Nate Bargatze show, and I can't get in. And he was like, I can't find my tickets, and I can't get in touch with anyone. Can you please reach out to Nate and see if he can get me in? Nate doesn't know who the Red Clay Strays are. He thinks I'm sending a bunch of potters over there. So he's like,
sure he does.
Nate doesn't follow music. So he's like, who is he? I go, it's a great band. And he goes, I don't listen to music. I go, but Nate, that doesn't matter. He's outside your show. Get him in. Yeah. But they're both rednecks, so they got along perfectly.
Sure they did. That makes perfect sense. That's really great. And then obviously Sturgill, he speaks for himself. That's a strong. You got a couple of good days coming up, my man.
I know. I'm trying to pace myself so that I don't roll into this. This week of tour is my first week of tour.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like kicking off week, and then you can already tell my voice is shot from the airplane last night. Just altitude. It's dry as hell up here. So yeah, I'm trying to pace myself so that I roll in to this weekend nice. I got a great new hour I'm really excited about. I have 2 jokes that are the best jokes I've ever written, and you know, my jokes are stories, so they're like 8 minutes long.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm excited, man. It's, you know what it's like to kick off tour and have that energy. You packed your bus. You got all the drugs in there. You got all the. I shouldn't have said that, but you know what I mean.
That's fine.
Fuel. It's buses run on fuel. I know what you were talking about. It's a euphemism.
Yeah, fuel. But I'm excited. I'm really pumped, and I think the older you get, the more you appreciate tours.
Sure.
Where you're young, you don't even know they happen, and then they get done, and then the older you get, you're like, my kids are gone, so like I have no reason to go home. My wife and I are good. She's going to be on tour with me, so I'm excited.
Well, especially in comedy. I mean, I imagine for years, the furthest thing from your mind is a tour. It's just your life. It's every day the phone rings and you say yes before you even get the offer or know what it means. And there is a moment in time, I guess, when you stop and go, wait, I can actually do this with intent. I can say that's where I need a break and this is where I want to go and I don't want to stay here anymore. I mean, it's been a while since you crossed that line, but I'm sure you remember the days when you did not hear the end of the sentence before you just said yes.
No, it's so funny you say that. I remember there was a phase in say 2017, 2015 where people started naming their tours, but we were just called it work. It was just being on the road. Like you didn't really have a tour per se. Like you just were on the road. And then when you start doing theaters and arenas, you start naming them so that people know it's new material than the last time, and you're working on something different. And then, but I still was. You nailed it on the head. I always was like, "Yo, if you offer me a date, I say yes." And then I just took 15 months off, and because I was burnt. I've been doing it since my daughter Georgia was born 21 years ago. I've been on the road ever since. I've never taken any time off. And I took 15 months off. And, man, it was the best thing I ever did. I was talking to Louis C.K. the other day backstage because Louis was the one that was like, you should take time off. You should take time off. He took off a year. He was like, trust me, take off a year. And I came back so energized with such a different perspective on stand-up and such a wider, look at what I'm doing on stage as opposed to just, filling in holes, It was amazing.
That's fantastic. I definitely can relate to that. I mean, the best thing every musician does is when they do also take a break for a little while. You get away from it and just to sort of re-plug in again and have a different perspective. It certainly works in music. I would imagine the exact same thing in comedy. Bert Kreischer's on the horn with us at the Grand Casino Arena this Saturday night. Did you watch the Emmys last night by any chance?
I didn't. I was flying into Colorado. I saw Nate's opening joke about the $100,000, which I thought was brilliant.
Yep. Well, I'm just curious if you are picturing yourself up there. You got a show coming out soon. You're actually moving into acting somewhat, yes?
Yeah, I just shot my series at Netflix called Free Bert.
Nice.
It's so funny. I was just watching clips, and I saw Seth Rogen won every Emmy there was to win, I guess.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'll never be that guy. And then all of a sudden I see Nate and Leanne Morgan, who are friends of mine, and I was like, well, I wonder if I could be that guy.
Yeah, sure.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't look at I don't mean this crappy, but Emmys don't really move the needle for stand-up comedy.
Sure. Yep.
Good specials do, and I'm not saying that the best specials weren't the ones nominated, but they weren't the most viewed, I don't think. And so, it's You really just want to. Comedy's just for the fans, and the best stuff sometimes isn't the stuff that gets acknowledged. And like I'm trying to say, I'm sounding crappy about the Emmys, and I don't mean to. But it's like, look, St. Gillis didn't get nominated for an Emmy, and that's one of the best specials I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because of the subject matter. The subject matter that is often the fans' favorite is not what the Emmys enjoy.
Sure, of course.
Does that make sense?
It absolutely makes sense. So you've shot the season for Free Bert, though. That's already in the can. So when can we see that?
Comes out in January. We don't have an exact date.
Got it.
But I know it's in January. We edited the first episode already, and we're in the edit process, which I hate because all I do is watch myself. And
Sure,
I'm like,
of course.
My double chin looks weird there. Can we do a different shot?
Yeah, that's it. I get it.
But yeah, it's good. I mean, it's good. I think it's great. I hope people like it. You never can tell, It's like with stand-up you can because you try it out on so many people. You're like, this is going to be a good special.
Yep.
But it's got to be like writing music. Like, you're like, we like it. I hope you guys like it.
That's exactly right. Bert, last thing. You and I go to a gym right now. I'm going to give you 10 free throws, no warm-up. How many are you going to hit?
I know me, and I perform under pressure, so I'm going to say 7.
Nice.
I like that.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, you do. Bert Kreischer, Permission to Party Tour, Grand Casino Saturday night. Bert, thanks for taking the time, man. Get a lozenge, would you?
Yes, I'm sorry, Steve. I love you. Thank you.
Always a pleasure, brother. Cheers. Take care.
Gorman in the morning is also Gorman on the go. Get the 92 KQRS app and stream live or catch the Gorman in the morning podcast anytime. 92 KQRS.